My fiancé is helping her sister abandon her 2-year-old baby. Me and my girlfriend Quinn have been together for 6 years, engaged for the past year. I single-handedly planned our entire wedding that is scheduled for exactly 14 days from now. Last night, Quinn and I were having a beautiful evening at home. She was in my arms eating vanilla ice cream, and I was doing that boop nose thing with scoops of it. Life was sweet. That's when her sister called her, so I went into the kitchen to grab us some red wine. But that's when I heard her on speakerphone. I immediately recognized the voice as belonging to her brother-in-law, Louis. What I heard next made my blood run cold, especially since I always thought Quinn's best quality was her loyalty. Basically, Louis asked where her sister, Louis's wife, Natalie, was, because he wasn't replying to any of her texts. Quinn replied, "Oh, she just left. She should be home in 30 minutes. My heart dropped, but I stayed silent as I tried to figure out what was going on. But I expected her to be honest with me, so I just asked her what that was about. But she was too busy rapidly texting someone, her fingers flying across her phone screen with an unmatched amount of urgency. So I asked her again, "What are you doing?" And, like it was the most obvious thing in the world, she replied, texting Nat that Louis was looking for her. The pieces were clicking together like a puzzle I never wanted to complete. First red flag, Quinn told Louis, sister's husband, that Natalie, Quinn's sister, had just been at our house. A straight-up lie. Second red flag, why was Quinn texting Natalie expecting a response when Louis had just said Natalie wasn't answering texts? The contradiction was so obvious it made my stomach clench. Third, and most damning red flag, why would Quinn tell Louis that Natalie would be home in 30 minutes unless she either knew exactly where Natalie was or was sending her a warning text to get home ASAP? So if you haven't figured it out by now, basically Quinn was covering for Natalie and lying to Louis about her sister's whereabouts. My mind raced with scenarios. Maybe Natalie was planning a surprise for Louis. Maybe she was secretly shopping for a gift. Maybe, but I needed to know for sure. So at around 1 a.m., I got up to use the bathroom, the mattress creaking as I slipped out from under the covers. Quinn was sleeping soundly, her breathing deep and even. I couldn't resist checking her phone. We've always known each other's PINs, so accessing it wasn't difficult. I unlocked it. I wished it was just cheating. But no. Quinn's sister Natalie has been having an affair for about 6 months with a coworker, and Quinn has been helping her cover it up almost the entire time. There were hundreds of texts between them discussing the affair, the coworker, explicit details, embarrassing comments about Louis. It made me physically ill. But alongside this was my wife in detail explaining how to manipulate him, like a literal step-by-step guide. And the worst part? She said it was the same guide she used on me when we started dating. I am completely, utterly screwed. I can't marry Quinn. Forget about me. There's zero reasonable explanation she could offer for helping her sister cheat on Louis and, by extension, abandon their 2-year-old daughter. The betrayal isn't just of me or Louis, but of that innocent child whose family is being torn apart with Quinn's active assistance. But on the other hand, our families have invested an enormous amount of money into this wedding, and we're not getting any of that back at this point. Plus, I feel like a complete idiot. The woman I thought I knew would never participate in something so cruel and deceptive. And yet, I still have feelings for her. She's beautiful, fun, and kind. She's never wronged me personally, but I can't look at her the same way now. It's like finding a massive black stain on what I thought was a perfect painting. I can't tell you what happened next in this video. The full story is on my channel.